The European roe deer is native to Europe and parts of Western Asia, making it one of the most widespread small deer species on the continent. Its range stretches from the British Isles across mainland Europe and into regions of Russia and the Caucasus. Over time, it has adapted well to different climates, from temperate forests to colder northern environments. Historically, this species has been present since the last ice age, surviving glacial periods by retreating to southern refuges and later recolonizing much of Europe. Its long presence has made it an important part of European ecosystems and folklore. The European roe deer is also known simply as the roe deer. In some regions, it may be referred to as the western roe deer to distinguish it from its close relative, the Siberian roe deer. In Afrikaans, it is sometimes called rooibok, although that name can overlap with other species depending on context. The European roe deer thrives in a wide variety of habitats, but it is most commonly associated with woodland edges. It prefers areas where forests meet open land, such as fields, meadows, or farmland, because these provide both shelter and feeding opportunities. It is highly adaptable and can live in dense forests, mixed woodlands, agricultural landscapes, and even suburban areas where human presence is moderate. The key requirement is access to cover for hiding and resting, combined with nearby open areas for feeding. In mountainous regions, roe deer can be found at higher elevations, especially during warmer months. In winter, they often move to lower altitudes where food is more accessible and conditions are less harsh. The coat of the European roe deer changes with the seasons, providing excellent camouflage throughout the year. In summer, its fur is typically a rich reddish-brown, helping it blend into warm-toned vegetation and forest undergrowth. During winter, the coat becomes thicker and turns a grayish-brown or dull brown color. This seasonal change helps the animal stay concealed in leafless forests and colder environments where darker tones dominate. One of its most distinctive features is the pale rump patch, often cream or white, which stands out against the rest of the body. This patch can become more visible when the deer is alarmed, serving as a visual signal to others. The European roe deer has a compact and slender build, making it well suited for moving through dense vegetation. Its body is relatively short, with long, thin legs that allow it to navigate forests and fields with agility. Its head is small and slightly pointed, with large, dark eyes and prominent ears that are highly sensitive to sound. This keen awareness helps it detect predators early. Male roe deer, known as bucks, grow small antlers that are typically short and upright with a few points. These antlers are shed and regrown annually, unlike those of some larger deer species which are more elaborate. The European roe deer is one of the smaller deer species. Adults typically stand about 65 to 75 centimeters tall at the shoulder, making them quite compact compared to larger deer like red deer. They usually measure between 95 and 135 centimeters from head to body. Despite their small size, they are well proportioned and strong. Weight varies depending on sex and region. Males generally weigh between 20 and 30 kilograms, while females are slightly lighter, usually ranging from 15 to 25 kilograms. Animals in colder regions may be heavier due to thicker bodies and fat reserves. European roe deer are generally solitary or found in small family groups, especially outside the winter season. Unlike some deer species that form large herds, roe deer prefer a more independent lifestyle. They are territorial animals, particularly males during certain times of the year. Bucks mark and defend their territories using scent markings and physical displays to warn off rivals. These deer are most active during dawn and dusk, a behavior known as crepuscular activity. During the day, they often rest in dense cover, becoming more active when light levels are lower and it is safer to move around. One interesting feature of the European roe deer is its ability to remain motionless for long periods when it senses danger. This stillness, combined with its camouflage, makes it very difficult to spot. Another fascinating fact is that roe deer can adapt surprisingly well to human-altered environments. They are often found near farmland and even in suburban areas, showing a high level of adaptability. Roe deer have a unique bounding movement when they run, sometimes called pronking. This springy gait helps them move quickly through tall grass and uneven terrain while keeping an eye on their surroundings. European roe deer face a variety of predators depending on their location. In many parts of Europe, natural predators include wolves, lynxes, and occasionally bears. These predators typically target weaker individuals such as the young, old, or sick. In areas where large predators have declined, humans have become the primary threat. Hunting and vehicle collisions are significant causes of mortality for roe deer populations. Young fawns are particularly vulnerable and may fall prey to smaller predators such as foxes or large birds of prey. Their survival often depends on their ability to remain hidden and undetected. European roe deer communicate using a range of vocalizations, although they are generally quiet animals. One of the most well-known sounds is a sharp, barking call often made by males when alarmed. Females and fawns also communicate through softer calls, especially when maintaining contact in dense vegetation. These sounds are usually short and subtle. During certain times, particularly when alarmed or stressed, roe deer may produce repeated barking sounds that can carry over some distance, warning others of potential danger. The European roe deer is capable of impressive bursts of speed when escaping danger. It can run at speeds of up to about 60 km per hour, allowing it to quickly evade predators. Its agility is just as important as its speed. Roe deer can make quick turns and leaps, helping them navigate obstacles like shrubs, fallen branches, and uneven terrain. Rather than relying on long-distance running, they depend on short, rapid sprints combined with their ability to hide effectively once they reach cover. European roe deer are herbivores with a highly selective diet. They prefer tender plant material, including leaves, buds, and young shoots, which are easier to digest and more nutritious. Their diet changes with the seasons. In spring and summer, they feed on fresh vegetation, herbs, and grasses. In autumn and winter, they rely more on woody plants, twigs, and bark when softer food is scarce. They are known as browsers rather than grazers, meaning they pick specific parts of plants instead of feeding on large amounts of grass like some other herbivores. The breeding season of the European roe deer, known as the rut, typically occurs in midsummer. During this time, males actively seek out females and may compete with other males for mating opportunities. One unique feature of roe deer reproduction is delayed implantation. After mating, the fertilized egg does not immediately develop but remains dormant for several months. This ensures that the young are born in spring when conditions are more favorable. Fawns are usually born between May and June. Females typically give birth to 1 or 2 fawns, which are hidden in vegetation during their early weeks of life. This strategy helps protect them from predators while they are still vulnerable. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.